8:09 on Channel 95.7 with Connie and Curtis. 47 degrees now, 62 the high today. Look at how nice it is.
So nice.
Yay!
But
what?
Very windy right now.
Yes, it's been very windy for weeks.
Those flags are flying around. I saw earlier today that it was 57 in Muskegon, and it was
Today?
48 in Holland. And the
Like
reason,
this morning?
And the reason for that was
Right.
the wind was coming off of the lake in Muskegon, keeping it warmer.
Makes a big difference.
Than here. So yeah, they were the hot spot. Like everybody was loving life there.
You know what I think the best news that I saw all day yesterday was?
No, I do not.
Goodbye, Alex Henry. See ya!
Adios.
Bye, kicker or non-kicker or kicker who can't get in between the
Seriously.
uprights.
Were you surprised, though, that
No.
we were the only ones who came up with the alpaca idea?
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
Would have liked to have seen that hop around other places.
They're doing tryouts this week.
Well, and now we're probably going to get Mike Prater, who...
Who's that?
So he was the Denver kicker, and then he got suspended for doing the drugs.
Oh.
But we don't care. We just want somebody who can kick field goals.
Steroids?
It was a weird, convoluted thing. Like, he had been popped before, and then he claims he was drinking, like, some beers or wine, something on, like, a vacation this summer.
Okay.
And then they tested him, and it popped up. Something was in his system, so it was a second offense, so they nailed him with another suspension.
Oh, why can't we just get somebody who's clean and... And maybe, and I thought it was funny because I was reading everything that I saw. I read about it yesterday, and Caldwell said something like, he alluded to the fact that he wants somebody with some experience who doesn't freak out when they're in their first NFL game, which I totally get. I feel sorry for those guys, the Freezes and the Henrys of the world, because that's their dream.
Well, here's the deal, though.
But it's our nightmare.
I was talking to a former NFL kicker yesterday who happens to work here in the building with us, and he said one of the Henry had come out and said that it's not the kicker. Henry said, examine what's happening here. Freeze and I don't miss. So put two and two together. So I said, what does that mean? And he said pretty much Henry was blaming the snapper and the holder, saying that it's them. And I said, how can that be? Because he's the guy who kicks. And he says, when you are a kicker, and this is a guy who has actually kicked in the NFL, he says, when you're a kicker, you just start walking and you are just kicking. You don't know where the ball is going to be. You don't know anything. You're not looking at it.
Right.
Like where we think, oh, okay, he sees the ball and he kicks it like we do.
Right.
No, you take your 7 steps and you swing your leg and you hope the ball is there. So if it's not right where it needs to be, you're going to miss because that's what happens. He says with the...
So they have bad communication? Is that what you're saying?
No, they're snapping or holding wrong is what Henry pretty much said without saying it.
Okay.
Like something, either the timing is off from the snap
or
the hold is snap.
I don't care.
But the kicker is the guy who gets the blame because we see him miss the kicks.
And obviously the coaching staff believes that because they said goodbye to him and the snapper is still there, correct?
You have to say goodbye to him.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter whose fault it is.
Right.
You don't miss 3 kicks after we've already missed 5 kicks early in the season.
Right.
They had to get rid of him. So he could have been the greatest kicker ever. I mean, this kid didn't miss in college. He set records.
Supposedly neither did Freeze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they have to say, kicker be gone, because that's what the public wants. That's the public opinion on this thing.
Well, good. I don't really care about the reason why. Goodbye. Let's get one that can actually kick.
It's not going to matter if the punter can't hold.
Well, we'll see what
and
happens.
The snapper can't snap.
We'll see what happens if the next guy comes in and he can actually do it.
Right. So, but what they're saying, what Henry is saying, is this is a bigger problem than just 2 guys missing kicks.
And I guess we will see.
It's the whole scene.
We'll see.
So what were people saying? Are we excited for Prater, the druggie? We don't care. We're just ready to get somebody who can make a kick?
That's something that I just heard in passing. I did not read anything about that.
Okay.
Or I saw it on the news, maybe. I don't know. They didn't get into depth. I did not know that he was drugging.
It came out during the whole Ray Rice thing because it was like, seriously, this guy got 4 games for essentially drinking a pina colada on a beach. Is what his story is. And Ray Rice had 2 games for smacking that girl in the elevator. And everybody was like up in arms. Like, what's happening on here? And then now the 4 games are up because we're into week 5.
Right.
So he's free and clear. The Broncos, they didn't want to keep him. They said, no, you're out of here.
Did they let him go?
They let him go. That's why he's able to come here and see us.
All
So
right.
he'd served his 4-game suspension. He's done. And now we have a shot at him. So, I mean, what do you want? You take the good, you take the bad. The facts of life. Right?
Gonna say
Let's talk about Tootie.
I just want somebody who can do the job.
I know.
Do the job.
What's going to happen? Are they going to miss every kick this year? That would be a record.
No kidding. Well, that's already. They haven't missed every kick.
Then they need to get Alpaca, our friend.
Alpaca.
We can drive him down there. I was talking to the NFL kicker, and I said, we've actually thought about maybe taking an alpaca down there because an alpaca can definitely.
Why doesn't he go try out? By the way,
he said his phone is on. They haven't called.
Can he call them?
He could call. You don't want to seem needy, though. You don't want to call
He's
them.
too old to be a kicker.
He's way too old.
Well, although you can be a kicker forever, can't you?
Well,
if you can still get it between the uprights, I think you can still be a kicker.
Morton Anderson, I want to say, was like 49 years old, still kicking field goals.
Morton Anderson.
And never missing.
Yeah.
Like, he was real good.
Seriously.
So, I mean, maybe Mike, who works here, could definitely be the kicker.
Get Jason Hansen back.
Jason Hansen, Eddie Murray, any of these kickers.
Eddie Murray?
Eddie Murray.
I'm thinking Eddie Murphy.
You are, and that's
who's Eddie Murray?
Eddie Murray was the longtime kicker for the Lions, who's in the Hall of Fame.
I don't remember his name.
He was awesome.
Like when was that?
Like in the 80s. Like he was amazing. And then Jason Hansen
like
came
the Barry
after him.
Sanders days.
Yeah, I mean Jason Hansen was in on those a little bit too. Remember, Jason Hansen was the kicker for like 20 years. Like Detroit didn't know another kicker except for this Hansen guy. And now he said he wanted to be done because of the daily grind. I'm saying just get him out there. You kick.
Absolutely.
There's no grind.
Absolutely.
You got no
I can't
grind.
wait to see who. Okay, when are the Lions playing this weekend? Sunday?
Probably
not Thursday,
Sunday,
right? So yeah, can't wait to see who's kicking.
Okay, well, hopefully they don't send out nobody.
Well, they gotta have somebody, right?
I mean, you
With
need
the
to
win tickets,
or
course.
if they just never kick it again, right? They just don't do field goals anymore. They just go for it all the time.
Right.
There's some college coaches who don't kick field goals because in college there are like 120 teams. We've already proven that there are not 32 people who can do this job.
Right.
So of the 120, some of them have no chance of ever making a kick.
Maybe we need to look at a girl.
Hey, like in the movie Necessary Roughness.
Yep.
She was a soccer star and she was awesome.
Will they put a girl on the field in the NFL?
I don't know.
I don't
This
think-
would be the year that they should
Wait,
do
what
it,
happened?
though.
Wasn't there supposed to be a ref or something in the NFL this year, or is that
I
basketball?
thought it was a woman ref.
Isn't that basketball, though?
I know it's in basketball. I don't know if it's in the
There's
NFL
a woman
too.
trainer on one of the football teams that maybe you're thinking of, where she
No,
helps
I'm
out.
thinking of a ref.
She's
for
an
sure.
assistant coach
or an umpire or something. Something.
Could be an umpire.
Somebody with a hat and some stripes.
If you got a hat and a stripes, it doesn't matter if you got boobs in there or not. Just make the call, right?
I know they're doing it in the NBA this year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this would be the year for the NFL to trot out a woman kicker because they need it definitely for the PR.
If she can do it.
Like, hey, we got this girl.
That would
Like
be-
Mia Hamm. You're telling me Mia Hamm can't kick a field goal?
It would seem like she could.
Or Brandy Chastain. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
she's like 50 years old now, too. I don't know any young women who can kick.
I don't know.
We got to find one.
We got to find somebody.
We should have an open.
Anybody who can kick.
They should have an open tryout.
That's what they're doing.
Any-
well, I don't know if it's open.
No, I
but
mean
they're-
like open to everybody.
Oh,
Like this
yeah,
is
they're definitely doing tryouts
like
this
the
week.
Philadelphia Eagles did back in the day, and anyone can try it. And a young Marky Mark made that team.
It's gonna be.
I saw that on
It's gonna
TV.
be like a little surprise on Sunday.
We'll see who gets there.
What's gonna happen?
Hopefully by tomorrow we'll know.
Hey, let's do some T-shirts right now because it is a T-shirt Tuesday. 7708957. Caller time. We'll get you a couple Connie and Curtis shirts. These are not the Bless You shirts.
No, those are coming.
Those are coming in a future date.
in about a month probably. 7708957. And I sneezed again today. That was last Tuesday I sneezed.
Oh, right.
Seems every Tuesday I
Every
sneeze
Tuesday you got something going on.
until we get those shirts. And then maybe I'll stop.
All right, 7708957. Caller time. We'll get you a pair of Connie and Curtis shirts. It's 8:18.
Wake up.
8:29 on Channel 95.7 on a Tuesday.
Do you own any unitards?
I don't.
Okay, because here
No mas.
is what I have noticed
Mm-hmm.
in walking around stores with Haley, H&M, Forever 21, all of these stores.
Yeah.
The bodysuit / unitard is a thing again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like this is what the ladies love. And I don't know why they're making a comeback. Like I remember they were a thing like when I was in high school. They were a thing. That's some of the girls would wear them.
Yep.
It's like, "Oh yeah, you got a bodysuit. Awesome." And now it's a thing again here 20 years later. Why are they coming back?
Maybe so you don't have to tuck your shirt in. You don't have to worry about it getting untucked.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
You just leave it.
I don't know.
And then you're all set.
I don't know. Curtis thought I had one on today. Now it's just a t-shirt.
I do, because you have a black, you look like you could leave here, and this is maybe going to come out a little mean sounding. And it's
that'll be anything new in the relationship between you and I.
It's not intended to be.
Yeah, whatever.
It seems you could leave here, and with a little bit of white makeup, you could do a mime show down at Rosa Parks Circle.
What?
But she has the black outfit underneath. Like, you're all set. You got the mime outfit. But on top, you have regular person clothes. Mm-hmm. But then it looks like you got a mime outfit.
Because I have a long sleeve t-shirt on?
I assumed it was a unitard.
Why?
Just because those are the new hip thing, and you're very hip and very
So
new.
you assume that a long sleeve t-shirt was a unitard?
What you're wearing there, I assumed was
Which is a long sleeve t-shirt.
A black one-piece outfit.
Okay.
I thought that you had on. And you know what happens when you make an assume?
Well, yeah. With you, that doesn't just happen when you make an assumption.
That's just all the time.
I'm just time.
I'm just constantly making an ass of myself. And me.
Yep.
You and me both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I bring up the unitard because my buddy...
Did you buy her one, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Did you get her one?
No. A little too dirty, I thought.
Oh, dirty? Why?
Like, why does a 12-year-old need a bodysuit?
I like the ones that are actually on the top look like blouses, but then they are a unitard on the bottom, so they have snaps and everything.
I guess I have such memories.
Horrible thoughts in your head.
Yeah, and memories of bodysuits that I don't need a 12-year-old prancing around in one of those
What kind of memories
things.
could you have of bodysuits?
Just, use your imagination.
Okay.
There were some memories, and I remember, and they are memories to me. But should I get her one?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, you don't have any, so it's not like you're speaking from experience.
I'm also not 12.
Like, hey, they're awesome. Well, but they're not geared toward the 12-year-olds. The stores that we're in, it's not like
they're geared towards people under 21.
They're forever 21,
right?
Right at the yard marker there. H&M, is that an under 21 person store?
I mean, I don't really shop at H&M.
Okay, Amanda, is that more your speed?
I like H&M, but I would say H&M is for pretty much any age person.
Do you have any unitards or bodysuits?
No, I do not.
No,
I don't know why we would need one. I don't know why anybody would need one. And we wore them when I was a cheerleader, and that made sense to me. But I don't understand.
That's what I was saying to Haley. I don't understand why you need a shirt that then snaps at your crotch. Like, what is the point of that? Why? What are you afraid of?
Just if you want something that's very fitted like that and that won't untuck. That's the only thing that I can think about. Yeah.
But they sell them in all colors. They sell them there are so many kinds that Haley, who had never had one, was thinking, is this what I should be buying? Because this is what's in the store.
Because her friends have them?
No, because that's what's in the store.
Oh, okay.
It was summer, so nobody knew what their friends had. So then I texted Katie, and a real sexy one. And I said, Haley's first purchase, I believe it was like a leopard print.
Cute.
And
that sounds cute.
I'm like, Haley's first purchase of the day. And it looked like something that Fran Drescher would wear on The Nanny, And Katie's like, not sure she needs that. And I'm thinking, right, she definitely is not getting that. Like, that's not going to happen. You're not going to put a leopard bodysuit on a 12-year-old.
Okay.
But the kids run around the neighborhood all the time in their leotards. Same kind of thing. They got no pants on or swimsuits. Same deal.
Right.
So, I mean, it could happen, but you don't need it at school. Is just where I'm coming from. So this is not one, and now I'm more clear. What you're wearing is not.
No, I don't even own one.
Okay.
Sadly. Or not sadly. I don't know.
If you were sitting at home, you're on the couch, Dan walks in
a leotard?
That's all you're wearing. You're wearing a leotard.
He would wonder what was wrong with me.
Would he ask, or would he just walk out of the room?
No, he would ask.
He would say...
It would be so random. Of course he would ask.
What's the deal? What do you
got going on there, Con?
Because you don't have leg warmers or a headband on in this scenario.
No.
You're sitting there in a leotard.
I had leg warmers on yesterday.
Well, your legs were cold.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were very cold.
It gets cool. I understand that.
No, in this scenario, I'm just sitting on the couch in a leotard.
Just in a leotard?
No robe or anything?
No robe.
Yeah, he would definitely think something was up.
I would think that Katie had just completed some yoga.
Right.
Or some sort of workout.
Yeah.
Hey, you doing some...
Well, he would know better than that.
You doing a back bend? Are you doing some sort of gymnastics that you got going? I would like to see Katie just one time. Maybe
get her one
in a leotard.
Maybe you should get her one.
Go down to like some dance store or some gym where they sell leotards and just put her in one.
Yeah.
Hey, I got you this. Or do I go bodysuit like they're selling at H&M?
Everything you try to get Katie because you think it's going to turn you on, she never gets it.
No, she hates it.
And she tells you not to get it. Like, remember that picture you put up on our Facebook page?
Oh, my goodness. How could I forget?
Oh, there was a romper.
It was the lady in the
romper.
And I said, you need one of these. And she's like, no. I don't look like that. And I said, you do to me. And that was the wrong thing to say. She didn't believe it.
Huh.
I'm like, you do to me.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, but she saw right past that. She knew what was going on, right?
She knew you were trying to work her.
I was just looking at the old Victoria's Secret catalogs from the 1970s.
Why?
As compared to today's.
Oh, okay.
Because we have it up at mychannel957.com.
Okay.
You can see a contrast of then and now.
And?
The earlier ones, straight up total clinical. Here's a woman in a nightgown. She's standing with two friends. One of them maybe has a bra on, but scandalous, right? And then it kind of transitioned in the 80s to more of like a smut magazine.
Right.
Where you were seeing nipples.
Oh.
And you were seeing men in bedrooms. It was ridiculous. And not like the 90s with all the angels and everybody doing their thing, but the transformation from that, I mean, bodysuits, that's one constant.
I always wait every year at Halloween to see somebody with the Victoria's Secret angel wings, and I've yet to see anybody. And I think it's because all of us are like, we don't have the body to pull that off.
Right.
You got to be 6'8" and $120.
Well, and it's like that Subway
Supposedly.
commercial. Now you can't even be a sexy nurse or a sexy schoolgirl because everybody say they're calling it out. Was that on the Huffington Post where they were ripping Subway a new one because they
were talking about being able to fit into your Halloween costume, and they were showing like a sexy nurse. What else did they show?
Sexy
Viking
cop.
princess.
A what?
Viking
princess. Did you find it sexist, Amanda?
Not really.
I didn't find it sexist at all.
No.
I mean, just because it's like these are costumes that a woman would pick, I don't really understand
Here's
why.
the truth. Every year at Halloween, I go through my head and go, ooh, could I pull that off?
Right.
Every year. I need to be eating Subway before I put on my Halloween
Yes.
costume. So I'm sure not every woman has that thought because some women have perfect little bodies where they can wear anything. I do not have that. Every year.
Unclench your fist.
No, good for them. But
ahead.
every year at Halloween when I'm like, ooh, I could be, oh, no, I can't pull that off.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think, and I didn't see the article, but do you think a man wrote that article just trying to stir up some trouble between women? Or do you think a woman wrote the article?
I don't know.
I bet it probably was a man. Who was like, hey, you know what? This will get women talking. Look at this Subway commercial where this woman is going through all the different sexy costumes.
But then some women did think that it was sexist,
They did?
right? Yeah.
I just saw the
Apparently
article.
online they were talking about it. I didn't even read it.
I saw the article that said it was sexist. I didn't see any comments or anything.
Yeah,
So
apparently the story I saw yesterday said, oh, it's blowing up online because women are saying this is sexist.
I haven't even seen any of that backlash.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you're not a reader.
Just eat at Subway. No, remember I read it and surprised the kids.
Right.
What are you doing,
What are you
Dad?
doing with that book in your hand?
Wait, you know how to read? You're not a reader.
Do we have the Subway commercial up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, mychannel957.com.
Check that out. Check out the 1971 Victoria's Secret catalog as compared to today's Victoria's Secret catalog. Totally different. Like, so different.
Back when it was like Sears.
I mean, it is like a Sears catalog. Exactly.
Old school.
And it's a little sexier, but not much. I mean, here's a woman wearing a bra, and then she has a very long, like, skirt slip.
Okay.
So that's what she's wearing. Now, her friend...
I went into Victoria's Secret looking for a slip, and they don't even carry them.
No, they don't have them
Now,
anymore.
maybe they do online, but they certainly didn't have them in their stores.
Her friend is like dressed up like you would expect somebody in a Victoria's Secret catalog to be dressed up, but she's not. She's just there in her little slip.
Did you make that your wallpaper?
I have not. This one I probably would make my wallpaper, though. This is from 1971. That's one of my favorites. That's just three girls.
Wow, yeah. Those are very see-through bras.
They are.
Those are very see-through bras.
I think that's why I like them so much.
Well, of course
and
it is.
That's back in the day. You want to know how much a bra cost in 1971?
How much?
$14.
That still seems expensive.
Well, it was because it was like the best of the best. How much is a Victoria's Secret bra now?
Oh, man.
$56.
No
Yeah.
way. Oh, these things were $14.
Depending on what kind you buy.
The underpants $4.50.
Back in the 70s, they were?
1971, you could get the Victoria's Secret.
They're not much more than that now.
No, they're like $9.50.
This was the best.
Unless you get like 6 for $26.
Which is what I do. So they're about $5 a pop.
Okay, so what do we got here? I got romantic combo with elegant hand-fashioned satin bows, and that right there is $5. Yeah.
Is there an alarm going off somewhere?
I don't hear one. Like,
do you hear that, Amanda?
No, but I'll walk in the hall and see.
I swear I hear an alarm going.
Do you have a weird ringing in your ears?
No, I don't think so.
Is it your new underpant alarm? You got to go buy some new Victoria's Secret underpants?
I probably need to.
Okay,
Every month I need to go buy Victoria's Secret underpants.
Oh, sick.
I'm kidding, Curtis.
Connie and
It's 8:50 at Channel 95.7. Wait. Guess who's here? I cannot believe who is here right now.
It has been
a long time.
It has been so long, Russ.
Since the Russ has been here.
Good morning. How
Where
are
have you been? We're good. We miss you. Where have you been?
Just busy.
Have you been reading budgets in bed again?
I've been doing budgets
in bed.
Oh.
Always so much fun.
You always disappear during budget time. It makes us very sad.
The best thing about seeing you, though, during budget time is we had a great idea yesterday. We actually have 2 great ideas.
Oh, the balls?
Balls. We're going to get balls. We're going to walk across Lake Michigan.
Did you see the dude in the bubble?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
A guy was going to walk to the Bahamas from Miami.
In a ball.
And he made it 70 miles before calling the Coast Guard because he was exhausted.
It was kind of like a hamster ball.
Okay.
But blow up.
We figure 60 miles across Lake Michigan, we can do that. That's easy with our hands tied behind our back. So we need 2 balls. Also, we have solved the Detroit Lions kicking problems.
I heard part of that today, and I don't think that's a good idea.
We needed to buy us an alpaca.
Oh, an alpaca. Okay, I thought you were talking about the person that works here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's too old, right?
Yeah, he's too old. He's out
kidding.
But
I know he's not listening because he's here already.
We want to get an alpaca for them, like that fun movie with the donkey that kicks field goals.
Right.
And we'd like you to buy it for us.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll add that to the budget.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yes, this is the perfect time for us to be telling you all this.
That's what I'm saying. If you could just make a line item.
Ooh, what else can we throw into the budget?
Alpaca and 2 balls.
And 2 balls.
2 balls for river and lake walking. If we did a river walk, that would be something
with the balls
fun.
and the balls?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you go over the fish ladder.
And that would be great.
That'd be awesome.
We should walk up the river.
Walk up the river. What are we, salmon? We can't do that. I heard something.
Maybe we can do it at the end.
Wait, why are we doing it? Oh, no.
You and me, idiot.
Thank you. Mom, what are those 2 people doing in that ball? Oh, my gosh.
That's what salmon do.
Turn around. They're doing it. Get out of here. I heard something about salmon. It's so cold. The salmon aren't coming into the rivers. Did you hear that, Russ?
I didn't. I heard that the run was down this year, but I didn't hear as to why.
It's down because it's cold. They don't want to go in the water.
So where are they going?
They're just sitting. They're waiting. So hopefully they don't all die.
Sure, it's cold. You know, they're all the male salmon that are saying that. I'm just kidding, Russ.
They get shrinkage. I mean, you get in.
Sure, it's cold.
Past your knee.
What do you think the temperature
water.
of the river is? I mean, it's been it's 46 degrees right now.
Right.
And it stays that way for so long.
It's moving water. Amanda, is that something that there's like a city website or something you can find the water temperature of the Grand River?
Yeah, use the Google machine.
You've lived here for your whole life, Russ. I mean, what is it average?
I have no idea what the water temperature is in the Grand River.
Do you fish in the Grand?
I do not.
Do you fish?
I have.
Do you fish at your
up
cottage?
north? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because those 2 bunny men, they don't seem to be so cold, but they do have bunny suits on.
Kind of creepy.
And
Don't you think they're kind of creepy?
Do you think the guy really looks like that? Because it's a self-portrait. So is that his face, like with the beard and everything? And was he wearing a bunny costume?
I don't know.
I don't know either. What do you
Photoshop.
You think he photoshopped?
You know who's coming in tomorrow?
Who?
Oh my goodness! You know the Breathe wall that Connie's been complaining about for
Breathe
2 months?
Oxygen. That's so beautiful. I love that thing. I love it every year at Art Prize. He's coming in tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Dave, right?
Dave McKenzie. Dan McKenzie.
Dave will be here
Dave
tomorrow.
McKenzie.
We're talking all about it. Connie's going to ask him. And last year we had the Tea Time people on. Remember Tea Time, the golf tee sculpture that I loved, and these 2 hated.
That's a stretch.
So we had him on. We had that artist on, and Amanda totally pretended like she loved it. Oh, and the way you were able to do that. So we have said this year, you have to say what you think about the art. And it's going to come off more mean because Connie has been saying breathe Oz for 2 months.
Well, he did fix the Z to make it look like a 2.
Right.
So he rounded it a little at the bottom. So I get it now. But for a long time, it looked like breathe Oz.
So she's going to ask
We're gonna discuss it
if that's why he had to round it because so many people were saying to him.
I love it, though. I think it's beautiful. And we heard a rumor he may work at the Bob. Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
We heard that rumor.
Who was spreading rumors about the breathe Oz guy?
Amanda.
When he emailed me, his email sounded to me like he is there all the time anyway, like he worked there possibly.
Okay. Well,
so
a lot of the
he'd be
artists
around here.
are right by their art.
Right.
Maybe that's what he was saying.
Maybe.
Hey, I'll be down there anyway.
Possible.
Have you had a chance to even walk around because you've been so busy?
I walked around a little bit on Saturday night
Okay.
when I was down here after work.
On Saturday night?
Yes.
You were working?
Yes. I was, working on things for you, Connie, making sure you're all set for 2015.
Yeah, right. What were you working on, Russ?
I'm not going to tell you yet.
Oh, surprise things?
Surprises.
Is it the ball?
He didn't know about the ball.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He hasn't been
I need to
listening.
find out. I got to find out now where do I buy a ball at that you can walk on across Lake
Just
Michigan.
buy one because I ain't doing it.
No,
I already figured that.
Wait, you're not doing it?
No.
You should do it.
We're just going to watch you do it. I'll be in the boat next to you.
Who knows?
The relief boat.
Who can do Celsius to Fahrenheit in their head?
Not me.
Russ? You've lived near Canada your whole life. You probably can do this.
Near Canada.
What's the date today? Today is October 7th.
Yeah.
The water is between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius.
I think that means about 43.
So 43.
I have no idea. I'm
And
just
that
kidding.
is, we are.
In the Grand?
Right.
That's in the Grand, and then there are many different places where they look at it. So we got 1, 2,
Wait,
3,
hold
4,
on.
5, 6,
Where are you
7, 8,
looking?
9.
And why is it in Celsius?
GrandRiver.com. So this could be a different river.
I found a site that said there was for Canada, and that was not what I was looking for.
This could be the Canadian Grand River. Yeah, Canadian
be the
Heritage River, it says. The Grand.
You know what? You need to email Rick Mecklenburg because he's coming in on Friday. Email him and ask him to bring us a current water temperature.
The current, is that a joke because of the river?
The river.
Yes, that is a joke.
Wow.
No, I just want to know what the temp is.
No, current, get it?
Yeah, I get it, Curtis.
Are you sure? Because I feel
we
like you're
get
not
your
getting
jokes.
it.
We don't often find them funny.
Russ
though.
got it. Russ is laughing.
He's
I
cranking
was.
up.
I was really laughing hard.
Look at him. He's like, oh, this is a nice little break from all the work I have to do.
It's so nice to have you back in here, though. We think you should come in here. It just may have a little break from all the horrible stuff you have to do as a general manager.
It's not horrible.
Yes, it
is not.
Your door's always closed. You can't even poke your head out. Last week, Amanda thought you were so mad.
Oh, we need to talk about that.
Yes.
Do you remember last week when I went by your little glass door and I was dancing?
Yeah.
And you opened the door and you said, knock it off, we're working?
Yes.
Amanda
She thought you were so
that
mad.
we were getting fired. She thought that you were right behind us.
Seriously. You were playing, right?
Yes.
Hand to
Amanda.
God. Amanda is sitting in her
No,
office.
I thought he was serious.
like
Drama
quivering. And I said, Amanda, what's wrong? She's like, Russ is going to come down here and fire us. And I said, no, he's not.
Every person who walked in our office after that, she said, Russ is really mad at Curtis and I. Russ is really mad at Curtis and I. I was like, no,
Yeah.
he's not. He's joking around. That's how he jokes around.
I said, if he was really mad, he would not have made a scene in the
Yes.
hall. He would have called or texted her.
Right.
Coming
I was just goofing around with you guys.
Can you please come into my office?
Isn't that sad? 2 years and she doesn't even know that.
Seriously, scared to death.
Amanda, you should never be scared.
Well, sometimes it's more playful.
No, it's not. She was scared.
I don't know.
No, she's saying he's more playful.
No, usually it's more playful. Like, that's why I took it seriously.
Yeah, because you came out
Oh.
like you were a good actor. You were, gosh darn it, you guys, knock it off.
Well, he probably really was a cranky pants because he's doing
and
budgets.
Amanda.
No, actually, I was getting up to open my door because we were finished with that meeting, and I saw you guys going by.
Oh, gotcha.
It was awesome. Amanda was.
It's all about the timing.
It was timing.
Russ is so mad at us.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Should I even come in tomorrow? She said.
Yeah, and we were like, no.
She didn't say that. I was just kidding. Can you imagine if she said that?
I had a boss once tell me we were out. I was a bartender, and we were up until like 4:30 in the morning at the bar, and we had a meeting at 9. So illegally, we're there. We have like 20 people, and he says, anybody, if you don't make that 9 o'clock meeting, don't bother ever coming in again. You're done. And he was a manager, so whatever. So my alarm didn't go off, and I just stopped going in. And I got a phone call.
shocking.
I got a phone call from somebody there, one of like a hostess or somebody. She said, your check is here. So I went to get it, and the general manager was like, what happened to you? like you were fun. I thought you liked it here, and you just stopped coming. And I said, well, I was in drinking with Mike, and he said if you don't make the 9 o'clock meeting, don't bother coming back. And my alarm didn't go off, so I just didn't come back. And he's like, no, we fired him. They fired him because of all the parties he was having. He's like, you want to come back and work here? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Come back in. But yeah, because it was like on a Wednesday and Friday was payday. And they're like, you skipped like 2 shifts. What's your deal? I'm like, I thought I didn't work here anymore.
You were the Amanda in that situation.
I was. I win Amanda. Because I was loving it. I'm like, I don't have to work anymore, guys.
Yeah, but you do have to work.
You do have to work. You have to make money.
Right. But at that point, it wasn't about making the money. It was about having fun, and
those are the part of the years that he's not allowed to talk about around his kids,
or have pictures of. I heard.
Yes.
I got no pictures.
Yep.
So I think you should bring in your pictures from your yearbook so we can look at these.
I tell her every day.
No, you know what? I'll show you one.
Oh, and then describe it.
She has it with her.
Oh yeah,
I just went through my phone. It's because it's of my dad and I. Curtis, you've already seen this.
I have.
One.
It's a great picture.
I'll show you.
Are we gonna post this on?
No. Oh, I don't even have it.
Oh, don't lie.
As soon as I say post it, I don't have it.
Exactly.
No, I don't, because remember I told you this earlier.
Oh,
that Dan
yeah.
went through my phone and put all the pictures on the cloud because I didn't have enough space on my phone.
So they're gone.
So they're gone.
It's a nice picture.
Sorry.
It's her in her little homecoming sash, and she's got a little crown on, and he's standing there in a suit. It's a good look. He had really long, thick, chops, pork chop sideburns.
I'll email it to you later, but you
I'd
gotta
love to
promise
see
me you're
it.
not going to do anything with
I
it.
promise I won't.
Thanks, Russ.
Wait, are you going to have someone else do it?
Fingers are crossed.
Russ!
Connie and Curtis.
Connie